Welcome, I'm Mystery, and as you might know, I am invited for the next qualifier weekend, which is at the end of the October, and it's going to be traditional historic, so I'm trying to get used to the historic format and try decks which I think are the top tier. So I start with the Giant Sacrifice, then went to Giant Citadel, then I tried Rakdos Arcanist, and now it's time for humans. And I can decide. There are two pretty powerful versions of the deck. One of them is mono white, playing the Snow and Faceless Haven, and the other one is Selesnya with Collective Company. So I decided to make a video when I can compare these two. And the format is quite simple. I will play one game with the mono white humans, one game with the Selesnya humans. Let's see what the results will be, and at the end we will try to compare the feelings from the deck. Of course, I don't have enough time to see lots of game with this deck, but let's try get some feeling, and you may decide which deck you will build for yourself and try to run the mythic with it. From my experience, these human decks are pretty strong. I think that's probably the best deck I currently tested. And let's start with the mono white humans. And let's see what's here. First of all, there are a lot of pretty strong 1-drop, which are all humans. Dauntless Bodyguard can give you some protection on your key creatures. Esper Sentinel, you probably met this card many times, can gain you some cards, makes opponent pay for their spells. Pretty good card against control deck or other decks which have some non-creature spells. Giant Killer, of course, as a removal, and Thraben Inspector, which is 1/2 for 1 mana and gives you a clue, so it pays for itself for the card you spend for playing it. And all of these 1-drops can be fetched with your Ranger-Captain of Eos. This is a new addition to the human synergies from the Jumpstart Historic Horizons. I don't like this card so much, but it's useful. It gives you a card for it when you play it, and it has ability that you may sacrifice it and your opponent can cast non-creature spells that turn. This might come very useful when opponent is in low life, you have huge battlefield and you're expecting a board wipe. Then there is Adeline. You probably know this card from the standard. I played only one copy, it's legendary, and the 3 spot in this human deck is quite full. Because we have the Elite Spellbinder, which is a human, and I'm playing one copy of Brutal Cathar just to have ability to remove some tokens, and it's also a human. So pretty useful against some creature decks, or even in control decks because they usually play some tokens. And then with this card, which is probably the most important card in the human synergies, this card is awesome. It just gives you +1/+1 counters on each other human you control when it enters the battlefield, and on the other side, when it's on the battlefield and another human enters the battlefield, it gets +1/+1. So it really can buff all your team and win you the game pretty easily. Then I play 3 copies of Thalia. Again, pretty effective way how to stop your opponent from playing their things. There are no creature spells, board wipes, it helps a lot, and even other spells, planeswalkers, everything. And it's 2/1 for striker for 2 mana, so pretty nice human to have around. Then I added some Seasoned Hallowblade because I pretty like its indestructible thing. It keeps us alive against some aggro decks because it's pretty good for blocking them, and even it's good against most of the war vibes in the meta. I have 2 copies of Ride the Ranks to empower our human synergies, 4 copies of Luminarch Aspirant, it's human, it's good, and 1 copy of Containment Priest just in case. It's a flash creature, may surprise our opponent. That's not the card which is usually play in the deck, but why not? And we are in snow, and we are playing one of the best humans, Faceless Haven. So it might come useful with the Rider ranks or the Thalia Leontel. It might be bigger than the opponent can expect. Then there is a sideboard, 2 copies of Red in Peace. We have no graveyard synergies in our deck, so we might as well try to stop our opponents from doing their stuff. Selfless Glyphweaver, which can make your creatures indestructible. Skyclave Apparition as probably one of the best removals we can play. Portable Halls, Declaration in Stone for the token decks, Drannith Magistrate, which stops lots of things playing from graveyard, playing from the top of the library, and Gideon, because Gideon is good against control decks. It has indestructible, it's a creature which is immune against board wipe, and can you also give you some lifelink, indestructible, and so on. Okay, so that's the deck. I played 5 games already, I've won 4 of them, so hopefully we can win some more. Okay, on a draw, not the best, but pretty nice curve here. And we are most likely playing some non-creature spell deck, so let's start with the Esper Sentinel here. It slows them quite a lot. I guess let's try to grow it. Yeah. Two damage in. Quite easy. It's going to draw us a card, yeah. And they've already discarded one. That's very good for us. Okay. So I think we are playing this one and this one. Yeah, let's do it. Or maybe play this one here. I don't expect any board vibes here. They have their certain wind entity. And let's get this 1, 2, 3. If they do attack, we are going to attack them back. We have, if we draw a land, we might play Rider Ranks into Thalia, which makes our army huge, like really huge. Oh, it's this one. Okay. What's this one? Okay, that's some strange art. So we might play these two. Or these two. 6 damage, 11. They are not dead here. I don't know, does it matter? It does. Let's see if they can kill us here. They might. It's possible. I would say pretty unlikely. Yeah. So we won the first game. What have we seen here? Some discarding, some axes. So the question here is, do we want Rest in Peace? And I somehow feel we do. We don't want the Gideon because it's low, but I think we do want this one. Giant Killer is good. I don't feel this one is good here. 3 more cards to get rid of here. Maybe the Aspirant. And maybe someone drops. I quite like Giant Kill because it can kill something, but maybe put the holes in one hole instead of Bodyguard here. Magistrate. I think it's good to play it like this. I don't know, let's try and see. They might play it in lots of different ways, but we have our 2 probably best cards against them. And we might play the Captain on the curve as well. Yeah, and that's why we need the removal here. And we've drawn it as well. Yeah, non-creature spells, non-creature spells, non-creature spells. Works quite well for us so far. This one, are you sure? And it's already drawn us a card. Is that the case? I think we should play it like this. Yeah. Let's try to draw more and make them try to get more counters on their flyer and then exile it later. They are trying here. Should we be afraid of board wipes here? Maybe we should, because this one is going to be 4/4. It can survive. I don't think yet. They've missed a land. We might stop them from playing anything here, but do we want to? Let's draw 2. I think we should hold. And that's game. Okay. And now let me show you a second human deck, which is probably also very good in historic format, and that's Selesnya humans. Why do we play green? We play green because of the Collected Company. This card is pretty sweet. In aggro decks, you might fetch 2 creatures for 1 card, and even in instant speed, it means you might dodge some board wipes and force opponent to tap mana for their counter spells in their turn, or even try to fetch some great brokers when the opponent is going to attack you. We are playing 2 other green cards, and that's Catilda. This card can ramp us pretty nicely, and also buff our team with +1/+1 counters. That's nice. And there is an Ogre of Autumn, which is human, which can, if we have the Coven, play cards from the top of our library, which is especially good with combination with Catilda because we have lots of mana to spend, and we might spend it on playing more cards. Otherwise, the deck is built around the Collective Company. That means we have lots of 3-drops, much more than in the previous deck. We even have one Gideon here, which can be fetched but have some resistance against board wipes. And we have much lesser number of 1-drops, because of course we want to fetch our 3-drops here. Again, one of the most important cards in the deck is Thalia Lunenthal, and we are playing this one as well because it can ramp us to the Collected Company, and as well it can be transformed into Lifelinker, which is pretty good. And then we might as well use the green mana in our sideboarding. So we have the command here, pretty useful card in lots of scenarios. We have the Vivian, Knight of Autumn, and 2 copies of Yasharn to fight the sacrifice synergies or paying life. Otherwise, it's somehow similar deck as we've played before. So let's try if we can get the same, better, worse result and try to compare the deck. One of the main reasons I don't really like the Collective Company in the deck is because it might cost 1 more when we have Thalia on play, which might be a problem, but maybe it's not such a problem because if we have Thalia on battlefield, we might be in a pretty good spot, and wait 1 more turn for playing the company might be easy. So I don't know, just let's see, and then we will compare the 2 of the decks. Okay, quite a lot of lands here, and opponent did mulligan. I feel we should too. Let's do it. Yeah, this end is much better, but I'm not sure what we should keep here. I guess this one should go. We don't have mana to play it yet. It's sort of a card advantage, but not sure if we will need it really, because we are playing most likely an Niv Mizzet all color deck. I like the Thalia on the battlefield. Make their life tougher and can make us dodge some removals here. Nice. We most likely make them pay. Yeah, they can play this land now, so that's good. But we didn't draw our third land, which is much worse here. We might try to fetch it here. Not sure we should, because yeah, let's make this one rowing here and start to pressure them. Of course, if they have land and sweeper, then they have it. Yeah. And it's going to be a sweeper here. Maybe they have some other third mana spell. I definitely want some human to get 4 toughness to be able to dodge the defending Clarion if I remember the card correctly. Oh. Wow. Really? This one? Okay, in that case, I think we should play this one on green, I guess. And do it like this. Interesting. Do they have a ward wipe which can kill this one? I don't think so. So let's play this. One tapped. Okay, tapped land. I don't think they have a defending Clarion, they would use it. So that means we've won the game. Most likely. Yeah, why not? They survived. Maybe if we would play this one, they wouldn't. But I don't think they can survive next turn, so that's fine. I guess this one should go in. This one definitely. This one isn't so interesting. Neither is this. Definitely 2 of these. These are pretty good against them. Maybe the Gideon. So here I don't think the giant killer. Maybe 1 copy is nice. I'd play 1 less Inspector. No. We are on draw. So let's make this one go away. I don't like the Cathar here. Maybe not so many Cathodas. Okay, let's play with 1 Gideon here. Let's see, they are going to sideboard lots of removals. And one needs to survive that. Okay, this hand is unkeepable. Of course it's good, but when you don't have lands, then you have probably more creatures, which has higher chance to be good. Okay. So we don't have double white, so let's bin this one. Not the best hand to have. But we have Thalia. No, not this one. Okay, it's here. Yeah, let's play this. It's going to cost us some life. And just now we don't have the removal for it. Yeah, this card is so good. I can't believe it. 2 mana 5/5 can exist in the format. So let's play it on white. I think that we need the damage here. So let's play it like this. Still 5/5, so there are... yeah, that's the card. So now they got the Clarion. Yeah, we are going to lose here. It's just incredible, 2 mana 5/5. What's that? Maybe I should have played this one earlier. Can we stop it from... no, we can't. So let's see what did they draw. Okay. Too much value here. So I guess these two. It has so much removal. We are dead here. Okay. So probably need some portable hole for this one. We have one in our deck, do we? Yeah, here it is. I thought that we were going to use the Giant Killer or the Skyclave, but let's bin the Skyclave here and try to do it like this. Yeah, let's keep this one. We don't have the Coven here, which isn't the best, but I think it's still good. We need to find some remove for the creature, which they might play it right now. No. Oh. Do you want to risk it here? I think we should. We will draw 2 cards for these two, if it goes well, and they sweep us. They don't have red well, yet. That's here. So do they have it? Of course they do. But wait. We want to dodge another sweeper here. There are 13 lives. Sounds good for us. Okay, let's make them resolve this one. Because we might steal it. They are missing some color. Okay, they are missing red. Interesting, so I think let's fetch this one and this one. Okay. This one make them pay 2 more. I mean, let's try. I would rather draw a land here. Okay, I guess we can do it like this. That's straight. This would survive the Clarion and gain a life link. But they might play Drannith Magistrate here. Which would be the good play here. Against that I would play the Collective Company, hope we can kill it. Okay, I don't think we have card to kill Drannith Magistrate from our sideboard. Okay, that is this one isn't enough. Okay, they will try to use this. It means they are going to gain lots of lives here. We might attack them first. Won't help us. So I guess let's wait. Let's see what they're up to here. Yeah, that's up to 4. Maybe I shouldn't sideboard this one in. I expect them to play much more permanent cards, which we would like to exile. But so far no luck. They have only 1 red mana, so they can play 2 helixes. I guess, why not? That was their last red mana here. So now they can't Clarion. They can't fetch a new one. Okay, this one is tapped. That's fine. No red mana, so they have the Vanishing Quartz ready and 3 unknown cards. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter. We can't save it from I want to. Let's find the giant killer here. And that's it. Okay. So, I won the game. I didn't expect to win with this deck. And I won it because of the Collective Company. And I guess this card is good. This card is really good. So playing it in the deck makes sense, especially with lots of 3 drops. If we can hit Elite Spellbinder, Brutal Cathar, Ranger-Captain of Eos, Skyclave Apparition, all of these cards with this in some regular basis. That's awesome. It didn't have the same vibe as the mono white deck. Mono white deck is of course much faster because it has lower curve, lots of 1-drops, but it has more value. We can survive the Niv Mizzet opponent with the Collective Company cast on end of their end step and attack them immediately, and I think it's worth it. I would try definitely this deck more, and didn't expect it to be so good. And of course, after one game you can know everything about the deck. I definitely can't, but the feel from the deck is great, and I think we can manage with this deck better result than with the mono white humans. So if you are interested in the decks, there will be decks in the description of this video. You might try to copy it, try it for yourself. You might find other versions of this deck around on the internet, or try to build something for yourself. So that's enough for today. I hope you enjoyed the content, and see you next time.